Are we live? We're live. I'm talking like I'm actually having somebody in the studio. I'm in my living room with a backdrop on the wall because we're in the middle of moving and I don't have a studio right now. That will be coming soon again. The town of Zineville. All right, let's shake all the nerves out. Shake all the nerves out. Anyway, okay, so, hey everybody. Welcome to Zineville. This is your town. This is your community for everything having to do with zines. I am your loyal host and mayor of Zineville, Chris. I have a lot to share with you. How do you like the new digs? I think Zineville definitely fits in more with what I was trying to go for. My whole, mission statement is for zinesters, by zinesters, and about zinesters. So yeah, here we are. And okay, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. The past 2 years, we've seen some great things with the pandemic. We have seen, I say great things, in the zine world. We have seen great things. Corn zines came out with a bang. I had covered some really great people who, in the beginning of the pandemic, that were just really making a big difference. But at the same time, we saw the demise of a lot of zine community. Virtual zine bears became a thing, but I don't know. I'm kind of weird. I actually like being, even though I don't want to be around people a lot, I need to be with people to do a zine bear because I love talking and communicating. And as an autistic, spicy brain person, my infectious energy about zines really comes through when I'm talking with them face to face. And no amount of Zoom calls or virtual things can really make it work. You know what I mean? Okay, so this is International Zine Month. Alex Reck from Portland Buttonworks and Zine Distro has made a beautiful poster again because every year Alex is on it. So we're gonna go ahead and do the first question because why not, right? If you haven't already, go ahead, subscribe, hit that little bell, get notifications, comment, the drill. But the first question for International Zine Month is, what is a zine? Make a definition in your own words and share it. Well, I'm sharing it right here with y'all. So what is a zine? A zine to me is a independently published booklet of a type. Self-published, made usually by some sort of handmade design. It could be printed professionally, but there's still the aesthetics of the whole DIY spirit are still there. It's usually about something very minuscule topic, sub genres of music, science fiction, special interests, cooking, comics. Ash cans were an OG form for comic creators to make a small comic and put it out there. So you're like, oh, cool. And then, hey, cool, this is awesome. Well, let me give it to somebody I know. That's how ash cans kind of got around, A lot of science fiction writers got their start submitting to science fiction fanzines. And those have been around. We have a couple in the archives and I've got to find them. But one of them was a Edgar Rice Burroughs fanzine from way back in the day, and it was all Tarzan, and there was a lot of Tarzan short stories and whatnot that were really interesting. Major fan base. It was getting sent to them. They were writing fan fiction. There was fan fiction, okay, fan fiction. There's Star Trek ones out there. I'm still trying to get my hands on one that's under $50. That's expensive. Anyway, so get to the point. Zines are small. They are usually something you can easily carry. They're something that is a lot of passion goes behind it. Zines aren't usually made just for nothing at all. Now, I do make a lot of joke zines, and they are just that, joke zines. I did Country Gnomes, a song ripoff of Country, it was at Country Roads, and it was a joke zine. I did Animal ASMR. It was a joke zine. I like jokes. I'm a Sunday funnies pages kind of nerd from back in the day, so it made sense to me, we have another question on there. We're going to go ahead and maybe do a second one because this video is going to come out, and by the time you actually see it, it'll already be like the 2nd of July. So, the second one, Zine Rewind. Reread your favorite zines, a reminder of why you love them. Cool. Awesome. I'll probably do that tonight. So let's get to it. If you have some zines, go ahead and do it. If you have an RPG zine, play it. Roll them D20s and have fun with it. We are also going to talk about what I just came back from, and this is what spurred me, the light under my butt, to go back to doing zine content for you. We just came back from Heroescon in Charlotte, and I've tabled a Heroescon. It was a very humbling experience. Yeah, that's a word for it. And as an artist and zine star, in years past you could find zines at Heroes here and there, but it was mostly like bigger books, graphic novels, comics, that kind of thing. I saw so many like hardcore zine community and fam there. I picked up a lot of stuff and I do want to share it with you. So I'll take myself off of this and then we'll go over to the table and I'll show you some of the goodies that I got. Some of the goodies I got definitely were, there was a community zine called Inks. I'm really bad with names, so we're gonna look at it so I don't, completely screw it up. And some other really cool ones too. So I want to show you. Got some more of my favorite little square format ones from Andrew Neal. In fact, the last one I had bought was at Noise in 2020, and I had gotten everything and got a Val hat and everything. As if you have not read Meeting Comics by Andrew Neal, you're in for a treat, honey. You should watch it. And got a really cool, like, OG hand-drawn thing from one of the comics. Picked up everything I had missed. We didn't have this in the, archive. I can't speak today, as you can see. I might need some coffee. I'm laughing to myself like I have a co-host here, but if you want to be a co-host, please hit me up. I would love to banter off with somebody. Even if you, like, just want to do, like, a video chat once in a while and talk about zines. I would love it. I cannot be just the mayor by myself. I need somebody else in this little town. Anyway, I digress. So we're going to look at all the goodies from Heroescon. I have not unpacked either of my knapsacks yet. My backpacks. Such a weird word, I know, knapsack. So we're going to go through those and see all the goodies I got. And what else? I want to open the floor to you. I want you to go on my Instagram, go on Twitter. We got Twitter, Instagram. I'm starting a TikTok page, so I can be one of them cool kids and show like little miniature zine things. In fact, I'll probably be doing the rest of International Zine Month on the TikTok page, and it's just Zineville. And also have like a couple other social media things and started a link tree. So all those links will be in the description below. But let's go ahead and get to all the goodies, because I know you're here just for the goodie porn. That's what I'm here for, right? Let's get to it. Okay, so first thing I got here was Pizza Robo by Mason Dickerson. I love this. And anybody who knows me knows I adore pizza. It's one of my favorite things to eat. And also working on a pizza tarot deck. So this is really cute. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out here. Ooh. Get your Robobot up and deliver these pies. So yeah, it's really cute. I love the cartoon style. I mean, robots and pizza, what more could you want? Look at that little dog. Oh my god, I am living for this dog and the cream soda with the pizza. So I definitely picked that one up. Mason Dickerson. This is actually from 2018, but I had to have it in the collection because pizza, right? Alright, next. Alright, here we go. So next we got this whole collection here. They had one of each, and it was free, which is awesome. It's a collective view of modern society. This was a sneak preview of the most recent issue. And inkscomic@gmail.com. I'm actually going to go ahead. I think I'm going to buy an ad to help support them because they do make sure this is free. If you are definitely, like, this is a little bit more political than most of the zines that I have, because I generally stick with a lot of comics and game things, but I love it because it's such like a a grassroots feel to it, and that's always a great thing. So this is definitely a lot of comic book zine stuff. If you want to submit, there you go. Yeah, they do a lot, and they were giving these out. So there's all the socials. But yeah, let's just go ahead and breeze through. It's called, I think it's Inks. They went ahead and they printed a ton of them for Heroes, and he was giving them out, and he was coloring some of them, so I have the limited edition that were colored. This one is like my favorite right here. This is gorgeous. I love this. Who did this piece? Let's see who did the cover. Shall we? I really need to get some sort of Steadicam. This is ridiculous. It's an ad, and look at this. It's quarterly, January, April, July, and October. It is so gorgeous on the cover. Sarah Allen Reed is so pretty. If you see this, they actually do get ads. This is one ad right here. That's really cool. Window, freak them out. That's a Cannabis Cafe. I mean, they get pretty good. Look at this. Heroes Convention. Boom. That was obviously an old one. What year is this? 2020. Yeah, that's definitely an old one. But Heroes is also a shop in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I love that. Purgatory. I mean, they do get people to advertise, which I think is pretty cool. And oh, look at that. That is so cool. Very art crumb kind of feel to it. And yeah, with everything that's been on a few years, it makes me kind of feel like a little more validated that I'm with good company. Let's put it that way. It's just really cool. And the guy was amazing that I was talking to. I don't have the card in front of me. And of course, I'm terrible with names. Inks. Yes, it is pronounced Inks. I'm not an idiot. Let's see. Yeah, this is really cool. I mean, he was really awesome, and these are definitely going to go in the zine library. Once we get into the new studio area, there's going to be a full zine library. I am, as you can see, like literally still packing stuff. That's all of our movies. It's kind of ridiculous. All right, let's go to the next. All right. Awesome magazine called Know Nothing. We picked up the last few issues because they were amazing. This one really is, I mean, full color. Look at this gorgeousness. Let's see where they are from. Kind of all over. They are definitely in the whole Heroescon, like fam group in a way, because like Enzo is like a really talented illustrator that does Gut Ghost, and I love it. But this is another one from Enzo. Oh my god, it was a booby. Oh, super cute, like cartoon based zine, which is amazing. A good format, which everybody knows that I generally like a square aesthetic, and this is pretty darn close to a square, so it made me feel really good. This one was all like fake advertisements, and we fell in love with it immediately. Look at that. That is just too darn cool. How you'll feel after using Pescadento for the fishy, fresh breath you deserve. I think it's kind of funny as hell. I'm sorry. Okay, look at this. Don't worry about the side effects. Just take 5 pills a day and completely change your life for the better. It's great. Exodenza Trizaquil. I cannot talk today. So that was really cool. And there was something in the middle of this one that was like super, super awesome. I need to get the rest of their issues, and then I want to get an interview with them, because the few people I met were amazing and talked great length, and I think I was telling them is zine cuisine, which you know, we are no longer zine cuisine. This right here is like a little center thing, like an old VHS, and this was so genius, you know. I loved it. It's kind of like one of those little mailers that were in magazines, and I don't think really are anymore. They do have a Patreon, so if you want to support them, that's probably the best way to do it. But yeah, really smart, really fun, great color. Like, I'm telling you, the paper quality is not too thick, not too thin. ASMR. I love the sound of paper. Clippy! So, yeah, this one right here, you can see a lot of their, there we go. how to bask in your shitty 20s. And that's why we are not for little children, people. There are some language and zines that children do not need to be hearing. So, I don't know if anybody else remembers the Letter People. It was a late 70s, very early 80s kind of thing that came around. I had a book, I think, of Letter People. It was kind of weird. This one's a fun little twist on it. Yes, a lot of fun zines. And then at the same table, we got a special limited edition blue for Heroescon by Macy May. It is Barry the Blob. I am a sucker, if you don't know already, I'm a sucker for tone-on-tone printing. This right here is yellow paper, but with like just a 2-color kind of thing. And I dig it. And this was so well written, and it was a twist. I loved it. It was so cool. So May, which you've seen in some of the Know Nothing mags, did this, and I'm completely in love with it. And I cannot wait for SPX coming up, because September I've got to start putting money away so I can buy all the zines. I'm serious. Like, I'm gonna have to do coverage too. It's ridiculous. Next up, I went to Pat Rook's table and got Black Cat, which I had saw that was available. And I love this little zine. It is so cute. I have gotten celery stalks from this table a couple years ago, which I have a bunch of issues. But this is it's a really cool little, if anybody has a cat, you could definitely, like, feel that. That was cool. Then this one right here was Betty Bailey Babysitter. This right here, again, let's do ASMR. Okay, enough of that. This is printed on newsprint, and it's actually a 1-page zine. This one is a booklet. It looks like quarter page fold. So half a letter, quarter page with a staple. This right here, believe it or not, is a 1-page 8-fold. So that's really cool. And on the other side is like a little poster, which I adore. Everybody knows I love 1-page zines. It's kind of like my thing. But the fact that this was done in newsprint, and I definitely asked him a question, and we're going to have to do a tutorial. But he said he uses a printer much like mine, which I have an Epson Workforce, which is pretty good. And he said it holds pretty good. And again, tone on tone. So, like, this isn't really tone on tone as much as it's like, you know, black and blue. Look at that. I love it. Anyway, let's go to the next one, the Pistopias. And this one is much bigger. And yes, this is like, looks like a half-page, half-page letter, or legal. I'm not taking my measuring tape off for this. But again, here's the tone-on-tone I'm really looking at. And paper quality is a little thinner, but honestly, it works well for this because it's nice and shiny too, and soft and smooth. But, I love the illustrations in here. I love these people. Like, why can't I draw people where they actually look like they're like 3D? Some days I can, some days I can't. That is the blue tone on tone. This is more like a, kind of like a yellowish. And then we have the pink. And look at that, like the colors like this. What the heck? I seriously need to like work more with this kind of stuff so I'm not wasting a ton of ink. But the comics are legit. They're really good. Number 1, Dogberg. Now with real horse meat. Okay. But yeah, there's some really cool stuff in here. And I'm so stoked that, oh, boobies. I'm so stoked that I got to get some zines at this fair. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy I got to get these, at Heroescon, and the fact that there were so many hardcore zinesters like present. I mean, this is like what I expect to get at SPX, and I expect to get like books at Heroescon. Let's get to the next one. I don't want to make this video too long, and I feel like I'm just spuddling along because I like to talk. But let's go ahead and get into the Andrew Neil. So I got Uncommon Val. Let's see, Meeting Comics 17, Meeting Comics 13. They are not in order right now. I'm just pulling them out of the bag. Number 14. That was 13. And the musical. And number 19. And that. And that. And that. And that. Hold on. I'm not done. And that. And that. Oh my gosh. and that, and that, and that. So yeah, I definitely, collected the rest of the ones that I was missing. I was missing pretty much everything after February 2020. So we got them all, and I can actually sit here and read them all because I'm going to. And because Angelina is such a mensch, I got this beautiful marker portrait of Val, which is in one of these books that I've yet to read. But look at that, Val. And on the back is the first iteration of Val from that. So this was the final, and that was kind of like the sketch. But I'm in love with it. I cannot wait to get this in a frame. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, let's see what else. Last but not least, I got the book I've been waiting to get. Finally got it. My Riot. This has been a really long journey for our buddy Emmett. They worked really hard on this. Got a nice little sign. And yeah, Emmett is amazing. I'm completely, I got the cards. And I'm just completely amazed by this work. I mean, I've gotten to read part of it, and it's just so beautiful. It's such a great story, too. The journey that Emmett went on to get this thing illustrated and everything was just amazing. So finally getting to see the fruits of my friend's labor is amazing. And I feel like totally they're completely vindicated to how amazing and strong they are as an artist. I mean, I'm in complete awe of everybody's goodies. Don't mind my Roku. All my friends' goodies here, and all the stuff I'm going to be getting in the future is just, they are amazing. This is Heroescon right here. If you have not gone to Heroescon, if you're a big comic fan, Heroescon is the place to go. There's no movie stars here. There's no TV people. There's no wrestlers. There's no Power Rangers. I mean, there's no dig at anybody who has cons like that, because I love cons that have that kind of stuff. But this is a convention for comic people. And there's zines, and there's other stuff too. There's some handmade goodies. But there's a lot of artists in here, and it's such a fun time to come see my friends and everything. Look at that. So much fun. And there's panels, and I take a SCAD, Savannah College of Art and Design, does little workshop panels on art and everything. And we got a chance to go to one on Clip Studio on Perspective, which honestly I've been using Clip Studio for the past 5 years. I learned so much new stuff that I've never even used the perspective rulers at all. I don't understand. I mean, why? How? In 1 hour class, I learned a bunch. So that was amazing. It's such a fun weekend, and I hope anybody else could possibly go. Welcome back. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and comment below on what things you'd like to see. I'm thinking some challenges, some zine making challenges. I want to partner with my local library, who now has a zine collection and their youth library, and I'm so stoked. I'm going to be donating some stuff to it from the zine collections that I've had. I've had people send things in, I've reviewed them, and if I think they're good for all ages, I'm going to go ahead and donate it, because I feel that the youth of this county can really benefit from different aspects and different viewpoints from zines. So that's where some of these zines that y'all send in go. Once I've reviewed them, they do get moved on to either private or public zine libraries. So that's it. I will post probably next week. I'm thinking one or 2 Tuesdays. That's about it. I need to sign off. Thank you for coming to my neighborhood. No, it doesn't sound right. Well, thanks again for stopping in. I definitely hope that you enjoyed the return. No, that's stupid. Let's edit that out too. Thanks for stopping back by. I hope to see you soon. Once again, this is Zineville. No, that's stupid. Once again, from everyone here at Zineville, take care, load your stapler, and get to making. Ciao.